Greetings, Flesh Wound Horror freaks, and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. I am Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
Pugs Dread.
Namaste. Howdy.
And soon, Mike Kruger. He will be here, just running a little bit late. But how are you guys doing tonight?
Hanging in there. How are you?
I'm doing good. A little more enthusiasm. It's Halloween.
Let me warm up. Calm down.
Come on, Dan. Some of us are busy this time of year.
Hit a monster. Just brings it out of you. But no.
I like monsters.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, fuck people.
How about we hit a weirdo, Dan? Come here.
Monster.
Hit a monster. Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Hit a monster. Yeah. So I'm doing pretty
That's
good.
like someone's backpedaling.
I bagged some candy today, so I'm all ready for trick or treat. I bagged I think 250 bags of candy. So
how many of those are going in the trunk?
What?
I'm fucking with you.
That's fucked up, Pugs. 250 and
you hate on trunk or treating, even though it's like safe for like the little ones. If you're smart,
that's why he hates on it.
I don't hate it. You keep
no, Dan. No.
You fucking hate it.
I hate it as a replacement. We've had
okay, Dan. But you understand, we're the ones who made you think that way, dumb fuck. Because you hated it until we explained to you very clearly. It's in addition to.
I always said in addition.
You fucking liar. You
not true.
You, Dan,
lies.
you're gone.
Check the tapes, you dick face.
Fake news.
Steve says
100% lies. That's some fucking bullshit. I will not have liars on this goddamn show, Dan. You know what you did, you motherfucker.
These are facts. Long-time listeners and watchers, chime in. Tell this motherfucker how many times he shit on fucking trunk or treating.
Let's see. Let's ask him. I'll let you. Let's see if he's
real quick. Steve is giving out 100 bags of top ramen. I think that's pretty cool.
Dan, are you ready to come clean that you're lying right now?
I'm not, and I'll tell you why.
Tell it to the screen.
I see you down there, motherfucker. Don't be lying.
It's his truth.
I'm not lying. As a replacement. Are you just saying that I shit on it? Yes,
you shit on it as a concept from the very first time until we explained to you numerous times because it didn't take the first few times.
As a replacement, it is lame. Would you not agree with that?
We're the ones who fucking told you that.
Okay, well, I don't remember you saying
traditional fucking trick-or-treating is better.
Yes,
however,
if you don't do that, you are lame.
No. If that's the only option, by all means. Orc says Todd is owning Dan this evening.
I don't think so. Orc, what's your position on trunk or treat in replacement for trick or treat?
No one's saying it's replacing. You fuck.
Yeah, no one.
The thing that I shit on the most was not trunk or treat. It was doing it a different day. Trick or treat.
Nope, that's your new one, Dan. That is your new one.
Yeah,
that is that. No, that is a new one.
Last year when he started crying about that.
No, I'm sorry. That started 30 years ago. That if you watch if you watch House of 1,000 Corpses, they even mentioned the trick or treaters are here because it's the weekend. Go back, watch it when he's calling his cop brother and wherever.
Well, and they
I thought you were talking about changing the Halloween date to like the last Saturday of the
no,
he started bitching about that recently.
Halloween.
Yeah, that's new. That's a new one.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that
yesterday.
But that's not us. California does on the fucking weekend. That's weirdo Midwest. Sorry, not weirdo Midwest. Weirdo cities in the middle of nowhere who like we're doing it all on the weekend.
You're calling the Midwest weirdo, Tad.
Well,
I am. I have no problem calling them. Like, prove me wrong, weirdos.
They're in California. Come on.
They know us. They like, ew.
Yeah, I'm a California weirdo. Fucking hands down.
Yeah, but I always went out on Halloween. Period. It didn't matter. I went out in the rain.
Dan. You're safe.
Yeah.
Well, I was.
Yes, sir.
They were just trying to catch him with one of those special apples, or they were trying to catch Dan.
You go out on the day. That's
I know. I agree with you, but it's not unheard of, and it's not a new thing. And that's the same thing I told you when you first started whining about it.
If you want to be lame, go out on when it's not Halloween.
You know what you want to do to be lame, Dan?
Free country. You can do what you want.
Bitch about shit that affects you 0.
I will not give children candy if they don't come on Halloween. It's like, sorry, this is November 1st.
Watch your wording
28th.
and talk in the wrong area.
To his house for candy. He gives the fucking full-size bar. Oh, wait. I'm not allowed to say that. You're not doing that this year.
It's still fun size.
I have some for like neighbor kids that we know, but it is expensive, dude. Like we went to Costco and we were like adding up like what we would need because it can be up to, it's been a little less, but it can be up to like 300 kids.
It's all right.
And when we did the math on that, it was like, Jesus Christ, this is like, would be like an entire grocery bill to get the full bars. It's insane. But
so you want to get eggs is what you're saying. Okay.
We got more creative. We got a bag of like different stuff. They're still getting a lot of candy, just not.
Well, I unfortunately accidentally, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, accidentally gave a wrestling promoter a great idea today. So they will be giving out children's tickets on Halloween.
That's not a bad idea.
I was like, you better give them to the workers then. Here you go. Here's a mini Snickers, and you come see Chris Bay.
Deathmatch tournament.
But he was very excited by that idea.
I like that idea, actually. Yeah, get the families out there to buy.
I was like, yeah, they got to buy tickets. I mean, I was halfway messing around, but
no, I mean, if they're in the LA or surrounding area, I mean, they probably get a ton of kids. So,
I will say my most successful. Oh, Todd. Wait, hold on. I need to read this one. Todd is calling the Midwest weird because he's politically correct. No, because I've been there and they all stare at me. And I don't know if that's because I'm Californian or I'm not like white. So,
it might have something to do with the shirt that you wear, Todd.
I'm not wearing, honestly, I make it very.
I can tell what shirt you're wearing now.
Well, yeah, but you know what? I'm not in the middle of nowhere with Indianans staring at me like I'm.
Are you wearing that on travel day, Todd?
I have before. I don't now.
Like I'm not changing for these fucking weirdos.
It's like I get. It's like I know. Okay, yeah. Some people. Well, yeah, you're like giant and 6 feet tall and whatever.
Mark did bring that up, and yeah, you would not. You would pass the McMahon test. Todd over there. Look at that shirt.
And I hate it because I'm always like acting like I have a stupid fake smile on my face just because I'm trying to be nice to all these white people. It's exhausting.
What else do you want to shit on today? I'm shitting on Trunk or Treat. You're shitting on the Midwest.
I'm not, though. I have no issues. I just don't. Yeah, I know.
I hate them so much. I got to do this fake smile all the time. Yeah.
Well, no, that's because I don't want to get.
I don't polite society. I understand.
I don't like ropes around my neck or anything, so I'm just trying to be cool.
Damn.
Okay.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm getting bugs riled up. I better.
See, no, you're good.
I told Dan it's okay. Innuendo, just don't say it.
Well, I love the Midwest, so
I don't have any issues. I'm just talking.
You even got people from Indiana in the chat, I believe. No. So
been there. The airport sucks.
Are you by? It's really easy to get out of there, though. I like that.
They swiped the bottom of my foot because I had bleach or some shit. I'm like, I just went to your restroom. It's clean.
Whatever.
You got your foot swabbed, or what do you mean?
This was closer to like the 9/11 area, but yeah, at the airport, I walked through their bathroom that had the the wet sign,
right,
and they fucking set off the alarm of I have some type of chemical on me. I'm like, I just walked out of your fucking bathroom. You can pat me down. I don't care, but just let me through.
Every fucking time, I get okay. Come on, let's patch it. Let's search it. I'm like, fuck. Every time, LA just like, go ahead.
Yeah.
LA is more
on the LA terror scale. I'm on the lighter end, so I'm fine. There, I might as well be.
I get it. I get it in Boston. I get it like whenever I would fly out there.
Fucking
like I get
that.
Oh, dude! Like there was this one time I felt bad because I was like going commando, and I was like, "Fuck."
So Dan was traveling like he normally does. Like
that shit was on purpose. You felt bad.
This strip club attire.
You're gonna earn this search.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna bitch about being searched.
Move my dick if you're that curious.
You gotta lift up those balls.
Turn and cough.
No. Kruger's gonna come in. What did I miss? It's like just Dan talking about his balls.
Since Dan's like, hey, I rewatched the Venom movies and I still have fun with them. Yeah, I know Dan hates them. I just the first one, it's got like the car chase is cool. I mean, it's pretty for a CG movie. It's pretty, solid. They're
not perfect, but they're fun as hell. Yeah.
Yeah. And the second one, you got PG-13. You got PG-13 and Black Mallory running around facing Venom. So it's a good time. Yeah, it is. It's really the Tom Hardy and Venom relationship because the movies aren't spectacular, but those two are just great together.
That just reminded me. I have a correction from when we talked about Crazy House. I said True Romance when we were talking about Rodney Dangerfield. I meant Natural Born Killers.
I didn't even catch it because I know what you were talking about.
Yeah, everyone fucking knew. So my bad. I hope everyone who watched that is watching this, and apologies. Check out Crazy House.
Yes.
JG asks about Your Monster. Did you see that, Todd?
It doesn't come out till tomorrow. I will be
tomorrow
after Venom.
Yeah, we'll have a review for it at some point. I'm probably seeing it a little bit later, but I'm going to maybe double it up with Heretic, which can segue into a news
this week.
Because
I'm skipping that.
Well, there's an early screening for Heretic, but
that's the Ray Fiennes one, right?
No,
that's Hugh Grant. Yeah.
Wrong.
Wait, there's an early screening, Dan, and you didn't feel the need to tell us.
Well, I just found out, which I'm going to do right now, Tad.
All right.
So Heretic. It has unfortunately you can't go to it, but Heretic has an early screening on October 30th at the Alamo Draft House, one night only, and it is a multi-sensory experience with the aroma of blueberry pie wafting through the theater and exclusive treats and scratch and sniff cards being passed out. So if you are near Yes, if you're near an Alamo, I used to be near the Winchester, Virginia one. I think that's really cool. I love those.
Winchester? That's badass.
Winchester, Virginia. Not the house, but the Alamo Draft House.
I was talking about Shaun of the Dead, but okay.
Yeah, okay. There were several horror-related
things. If you have not watched our Tournament of the Living Dead, it is complete now. You can find out who won right now. Yes. How'd you guys like it? Yeah. I know there was some. I saw some comments about we didn't have this or that in there, but some of them we were saving.
Yeah, it'd be another one.
Pontypool came up a lot, and we have a review of that. So
that was one that was almost.
It'll be in the next one. I would say there's a pretty safe bet because I love Pontypool. I love the book too, but yeah, no. I love these William Castle gimmicks. More of that. How hard is it to pump blueberry through a theater for a movie? It's awesome. What up, Mike Kruger?
Welcome.
Hi.
Hail Satan, Kruger.
Hail Satan.
Hope you're doing well. I saw you go.
No, I feel like shit, Dan. I'm a fucking mess. Carnage Cup definitely took its toll on me.
Sounds like you got the traveling sniffles too, or traveling stuffy nose.
Yeah, I'm sick as fuck. Those hicks got me really sick. So
you're safe. You didn't work the body, so
you should have got some of the moonshine.
I got plenty. Trust me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Trust me, we're fucking too much moonshine.
What? I can't. I'm not a. Oof. I had some of that, and I was like, I don't know how you guys do it.
No, dude, I was drinking moonshine for fucking 3 days straight. Fucking God, dude, the amount of beer between me and Brig, it was ridiculous.
I was gonna say your voice sounds more like Masada today, a little deeper.
Yeah. Do I gotta have my finger on the button?
You missed Dan on his racial slurs.
What the fuck? No, you won't get any of that out of me. But yeah, it was a weekend to remember for sure.
Right. See, we're pro hick here. calm down, everyone out there.
Yeah.
You took a hell. I mean, you got thrown through that barbed wire. I was a little bit concerned.
Yeah, barbed wire bump sucks. My knee is fucked. My back is fucked. You guys haven't even seen the fucking double stomp to my lower back, but Jesus Christ. My back went from this to this. So
Wow.
I'm in some major fucking pain, but I still made it. I just finished watching Smile 2. That's why it took me a minute to get back in. But did you guys review anything yet?
We were mostly just talking about my balls and
your balls.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck are we talking about your balls?
They brought up my balls.
When were we talking about your?
We did bring up his balls.
Yeah. They had to move my balls.
I forgot how we got. Oh yeah, the airport. That's how. Anyway, Kruger, on behalf of everyone here, we are very proud of you for the weekend. So fuck yeah, can't wait to see.
Yeah, you guys haven't even seen anything yet. Shut up.
We know.
Motherfucker, I am still proud of you, fucker. You don't get to take that away from me.
we sat there through the shit. You mentioned the shit. It was literally like waiting for somebody to take a picture and send it. That's how.
Fucking dial up before you were born.
It was like how you'd watch the ECW show.
I'm just gonna say, spoiler. When he stuck the skewers in my head, I ripped them out and I stabbed him in the fucking head with them. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But I got to live my dream this weekend. I got to wrestle Masada, which has been something that's been on my bucket list since I started.
Beat
wrestling.
His ass.
Yeah, like honestly, like that match. I look like a beast, according to him at least. So hopefully that will be up soon so everybody can see it. But yeah,
I'm patiently waiting. Everyone keeps asking me.
From my understanding, they're almost done.
Okay, you got an update? I didn't want to bug Duke or Kevin today.
Yeah, no. From my understanding, they're almost done with the edit. And that the edit looks very good. So stay tuned for that on Stream XPW. I'm sorry for everybody that wanted to watch the live stream, but we were in the middle of the fucking woods. Internet connection was not going to fucking work out.
Yeah, it was weird because it was there last year.
But I don't know if it was the same exact location, but I just know that the internet was the shits.
And none of the redneck ingenuity fucking kicked in. Like I know you guys are capable of this shit.
Yeah. But it was the internet. It was all the internet because it wasn't sending it fast enough. That's why it was like a match behind because of all the buffering.
Steve, this wasn't an XPW stream, sir. It was just on their platform.
Yeah.
And Steve, you should know this better than anyone. Nightly, there was no streaming issues on the Rob Black show on Stream XPW. and by the way, are you 12, Steve? Rob thought he was 12 last night, so that was pretty funny.
He thought he was 12.
He's like, are you 12? I don't know why. It was an Andrew Dice Clay
12
joke.
Reference?
I don't know.
Hey, I do have a bit of news that it's good Kruger's back for because I think he'll be excited for this one. So Luca Guadagnino, who directed Bones and All, Call Me By Your Name, the Suspiria remake, he is doing a new take on American Psycho for Lionsgate. Now, I'm going to say this. There is one person to be Patrick Bateman with this director, and that person is Armie Hammer. You tell me
a little too old, but I like where your head is, dude.
He's not that old. He's fine. He
for
can play it.
American Psycho, he's a little older, dude. I mean, they can de-age him a little bit.
He's not that old.
He's my age. He's a little older than me.
No,
for American Psycho.
A little bit. I could overlook that. Make him a little older.
He's the man.
It's going to be Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, I hope not. Not for that. I don't
dislike. That chainsaw scene's gonna be way different. He already did one in Saltburn.
I hope. Again, the book's very different from the movie, anyway. So I don't mind somebody taking another stab at it. But Army Hammer. And even if he didn't maybe eat women or something, like he'd still be good casting.
Well, I'm just gonna say that's the original American Psycho is one of my favorite movies of all time. So high bar to hit, but I'm down for it.
Can you really see Chalamet though going like, "Don't just stare at it, eat it"? He can't.
Yes, I can.
I don't think
it's going to have to be totally different.
I do remember hearing that they wanted to do it like American Psycho 2, where it's female first, but I hope they don't.
Either way, my gut says I'm not going to like it. I'm just going to state it for the record now.
Okay. Subjective Perspective Collective says they weren't a fan of the Suspiria remake. I think it's superior than the original.
I can't disagree with that. I love the fucking Suspiria remake.
So good.
It is.
I like the Suspiria remake a lot, but it's the originals.
I love the original, but in my opinion, and what like I like in horror,
I hope they do so Dan gets mad. They could cast Oh yeah, I could totally hear him saying it. Don't just stare.
I don't know. You think they would not set it in the 80s? That's like what I suspect they might do. It's going to be a modern day American Psycho.
Oh.
I'll take the 90s.
The original American Psycho, I don't think is even set in the 80s.
Yeah, it is.
100%.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like a big part of the book.
It's like it's like the whole Wall Street cokehead thing. That's 100%.
It doesn't feel like it to me. It feels like a 90s movie.
Oh no, the music, everything. Yeah. I mean the movie was made in 2000. Yeah, 2000. It's been a long time.
But to be honest, you don't have a good grasp between the two.
No, I don't.
So I get it. You're like some shit in the late 1900s.
Blends in together. I understand.
It's not that big. You're not far off the mark.
Yeah, no, but yeah, we'll see. I kind of hope it's not modern day, although you could do it, I suppose.
Steve says, wait, I was stoned. Are they remaking American Psycho?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really a remake, or I don't consider it a remake if it's a different take on the book, because we don't know. The movie's way different. We don't know for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Details.
And it needs to be way different than that first movie.
How so? What do you mean?
Just
needs to be more gay.
Yeah,
that's cool too.
The original's a fucking classic. It's gonna be a hard one for me. Like I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I agree. The original is like literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
I can't see anyone else as Patrick.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
What about Arnold's new kid?
He honestly wouldn't be terrible.
Man.
It's not my first choice, but I can see it.
What was he in? Daniel Isn't Real, and he kind of ate that up as the American Psycho type fucking casting.
Gen V also. He was the golden boy in the beginning.
You could Henry Cavill. I could see him doing it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, but he doesn't look old.
He looks older than.
See, Dan, this is the problem you're at now, Dan. You're naming people too old because you're at the people dressing up, and anyone that's the right age, you're gonna be like, it's a fucking kid. Fuck that guy, and that's where you're at.
Army that's why you like 36 to 38, dude.
Yeah, he's naming people his age. Dan, you got to get used to. They're younger than you now, Dan, and that's the way life is now. They're gonna be closer to Kruger's age than yours, Dan.
Okay, yeah, he's my age. But 38? How old was? Let's see, how old was Bateman in the book? Because that I don't remember.
In the book, I think he was like 24, 23, 24. It was early.
Let's see.
Dead air, great.
He's supposed to be 27 in the book.
27,
so
okay.
He'd be about 10 years older.
So, like Jesus I just said,
Jesus and Batman's age. Yeah, one of them's really cool.
And one of them's real. The other's wait, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Batman was real. Over Batman.
Just shitting on it.
I'm not chipmunking, am I?
No.
Okay.
Glenn Powell, he's in everything now.
He's also too old, but yeah, I can see him. I like him though.
I would like to see, because it's a little different for him. I'd be down to see Glenn Powell. What up, by the way, Ben? And anybody I didn't say hi to. Dirk, not a fan of the Suspiria remake. Well, some of you
I like his thing because oh god, Steve, no. He could be one of Bateman's friends, so he gets a cameo. But no, he can't. No.
I don't have an opinion on that guy either way. Seemed nice at the convention I was at.
I mean, I don't
nice.
hate all of their songs, but
They have moments.
the art one was pretty shit.
Was it?
Yeah, the part that's cool is this Cookie Monster growls, and that's he just.
Well, no. The part that's cool is when they bring in fucking Clown Cafe Girl. That verse.
Oh, the video. No, I'm talking about the. Oh, that's who that was. Okay.
Yeah. That verse is pretty hard.
I couldn't tell who that blonde bitch was. That makes totally sense. Orc says Ice Nine kills his dog shit disgrace to Metal America and the Massachusetts. I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Strong opinion.
I do like their vibe that they bring on stage. They're keeping horror alive.
There's a couple of songs I do like. Like I'm not gonna lie, American Nightmare, the Michael Myers song, and the Friday the 13th song are okay, but
dog shit. Thank you, Orc.
What else do we got? I don't think we have any other news. We got reviews. Let's
probably get into some reviews.
I will tell you this just real quick. The Vinegar Syndrome Refuse Films stuff is still going back and forth. Now it's on Reddit. Squeak Little Bitches even chiming in.
Hey, all right.
But a lot of people.
I am not a piece of shit, but you're a little bitch.
I see a lot of people seem to be taking not Vinegar Syndrome side. Dirty move, which is funny. Them telling other people not to stock an import while they themselves own an import store that imports stuff to sell in America. But like, oh no, but you can't sell this. Some fucking bitch shit. Just saying.
Ooh, line drawn in the sand.
I've said this before. It's nothing new. So,
yeah, we need to do like Label Family Feud. Just get them all on and just fight it out. Might be interesting.
Yeah, we'll do that right after we do that with the wrestling gimmick, right?
Fuck yeah.
Everyone, all the infighting.
All right, let's talk some Halloween movies. All right, so our first one is from 2017, actually our retro review of the evening, from director Todd Tucker, The Terror of Hallow'S Eve. And in this film, after a 15-year-old is brutally beaten up by high school bullies, his wish for revenge unknowingly unleashes the terror of Halloween. So this is one that kind of slipped under the radar. I know MPI distributed it back then, and it's just gone way out of print. So it was one I thought would be interesting to talk about it. To get a DVD copy, I think right now is like $120. It's ridiculous. And I'm not sure. I don't have the exact details on it, but I think there was some issue or something that made this go long out of print. But it is streaming right now on the Roku channel if you choose to check it out. So I think this movie, it looks cheap. It looks like just an ITN release that you would pick up at Walmart. And it is way better than that, in my opinion. Like, this one is the definition of diamond in the rough. Because you look at the cover art and it's like, looks like just about anything else I would pick up from ITN, which more often than not ends up being not fantastic. But this is surprisingly good. There's some John Carpenter music in this film. Yeah, like they opened the pocketbook. It's not as cheap.
Well, maybe that's why it disappeared.
I was wondering that myself.
Well, no, it's streaming legitimately on Roku. So
yeah, I think honestly it was a labor of love. You can tell. There's a lot of celebrities in here that are kind of cameos. Eric Roberts pops up for 2 seconds, which is something else. Looking at it, you're thinking Eric Roberts is not the mark of quality these days, so it might scare you off, but he pops up. You've got Juliette Landau from Buffy and Angel, also Christian Kane, who plays the kind of abusive, heroin addicted dad, is in this as well. He has a little bit more than a cameo, but shockingly, man, the effects are great. They're practical for the most part. We got killer puppets. We've got these demonic creatures, and I really like the lead. It's a short movie, but they do a pretty good job just establishing this poor monster kid in the 80s that's just getting fucking brutalized anywhere he goes, and dealing with the dad disappearing as well. It's a really awesome. It reminded me of Lightning Bug before they got into the horror elements in a lot of ways. Like, you really feel bad for this kid. And when the shit hits the fan and Doug Jones, who shows up as the trickster, I was like, shit, this does not feel like a direct-to-video movie from 2017. This really feels like something that was made back in the day in the 80s or 90s. And I thought it was fantastic, but I'm curious what you guys think. Hot tag.
Go for it, Kruger.
No, Kruger's not. No,
then I will go.
He must have heard Doug Jones was in it.
Yeah, I didn't, dude. I was busy. I was a little fucking busy.
I wasn't sure if you were even gonna get what you got in. So, Pugs, go for it.
I don't love it as much as Dan does, but I do think it's pretty cool. For me, in the second act, it falls a little like, I don't know. I don't want to say bored, but I lost interest a little bit, and then it got me back by the third act. But yeah, Dan's correct in like the main character being a likable kid, even though he's a pussy. Like, dude, just stand up for yourself. Stop being a little bitch. I felt sympathetic for the mom, so that says a lot. She was great. The bullies, fuck those guys, but they did their job. The puppets, more of that shit. That rocked. Yeah. There's a lot to like in this movie, and I wish I liked it all the way through. But there's just like a couple of minutes in the middle where I'm like, I wish this would pick up. I know it's like they're building dread and intensity, but like it didn't work for me.
It just dragged.
Yeah, but that didn't take away my enjoyment of it as a whole. But it won't be super high. But I do think
good gore, right?
Good, very good gore. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that help you get through that little boring part that makes it worth the while. So I would check it out. It's on fucking Roku.
Yeah. I definitely think it's worth checking out, but I'm kind of with Pugs on this one. I don't love it as much as Dan. I think there was just something that it was missing. Like it had all the elements, but something just didn't tie it together right for me. Mm-hmm. Like it had a Halloween feel, it had a nice cast, just something about it. I don't know. Didn't take it to that next level. Like I don't think this is one I'll be watching every year. I'll definitely check it out again, but just something held it back a little for me. That said, I do think it is well worth your time for the Halloween season. So yeah, check it out.
I think it's almost one movie for me. They could have made it a little bit longer, maybe had more with the dad, expanded a bit of the story a little bit. But nothing wrong with being short. It got its point across. It does kind of end in a way that you could do more if you wanted to.
But it's short, but it drags. That's the problem.
It didn't drag for me at all. That's you guys. But man, the kills, I was shocked. I was shocked how good those were for this. Because again, looking at this cover, we're thinking it's a movie that was made in the UK, probably by somebody who had something to do with the Winnie the Pooh movies, with leftover couch change from those movies. So this is not that at all. This is, I think, actually quite good.
Yeah, if I went in with that set of expectations, I would have liked it a lot better. I went in with the expectations, Dan coming to us, there's this Halloween gem you guys haven't seen. We all need to see it. That's how it was.
I didn't hear that.
Well, that's how it was presented to me.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad I didn't hear that. That would have been way less.
But if you want a great lead, great sympathetic lead, some great gore, and just a lot of fun, Doug Jones is great.
Slasher Home Video says that shitty Trick or Treat Studios used to sell some mask from this too.
More beef. What
did I say?
Everybody. That shitty Trick or Treat.
Let's talk about that Halloween convention. No.
Trick or Treat Studios has gotten my money. I do love their toys.
There you go. But yeah, I think monster kids will really enjoy this movie. It's a gem. I think it's a gem. I stand by it. Well, you guys are gonna be lower. What do you rate it?
No, I'm actually not gonna be generous. I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5.
Okay, I'm a little higher. I'm a 3.
I probably would have been 3 until Dan started. Oh, you lower. Fuck you.
I am a 4. So check this out. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, check it out for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to go buy that $100 disc though. Just watch it.
Now, what drives me crazy is apparently there was some Blu-ray, and I don't know if it was self-distributed at some point. I'd love to get a hold of it, but yeah, somebody told me there is a Blu-ray, so I'm gonna have to do some digging. I'm sure that's probably even worse.
You don't have to dig far, Dan.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to our next movie of the evening, which is also, surprise, surprise, a Halloween slasher, Carved, which is streaming now on Hulu. It just dropped recently on the 21st, and it is from director Justin Harding. And in this film, a group of survivors find themselves trapped in a historical reenactment village on Halloween, where they must unite to battle a sentient, vengeful pumpkin. And somebody's shaking their head already. Okay.
All right, give me you can give me the hot tag right here. I didn't hate this movie. It definitely has some decent gore and like solid effects. Even if there is some like dodgy CGI, it's definitely not like super bad. But the characters are pretty fucking insufferable. I hated being around them. I didn't give a shit about a single fucking one of them. And like, I don't know. I felt like I should like this movie way more than I did. But unfortunately, like, it really just didn't deliver with the characters. And like, yeah, there's good kills, there's good effects, but I was pretty bored and clock watching throughout the whole fucking thing. I also felt like it was way too fucking long. There was no need for this movie to be an hour and a half.
I know it's not long. That's what's crazy, but it feels longer.
Yeah.
But it felt like a fucking eternity, and that really threw me off. And also, just in general, I think this would have worked better as a short on an anthology film.
That's what it started out as. Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, this is like a feature-length version of the short. But
yeah,
same thing for Mr. Whatever the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it didn't need it. So I'll give this another shot, maybe next Halloween, and see maybe if I turn around on it. But this first time watch, I wasn't thoroughly impressed outside of the gore. Like it definitely has great gore and good kills. So that's what kept me from completely hating it.
Okay.
That's what turned me to not liking this fucking thing. This concept is fucking awesome. I love pumpkins. Just copy Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Why are we making it harder than it has to be? The adding of the tentacles is cool. This movie's frustrating. It feels like forever. I can't even get my fucking words out. That's how annoyed I am. Because I should love this.
I know. We all should. I mean, I haven't heard Dan's thoughts yet, but
I do not like this.
If Dan tolerated those kids, I'm going to be shocked. I'll just say that now before we get to it.
I want to love this. I don't hate it, but I am offended, and that's hard to do. But fuck, it's a no for me.
I was hoping with DJ Quells we'd have that level of B level film, because I like the short, but like the bite-sized Halloween short, there's not much to it, kind of like most of them. But like, yeah, if we're gonna make them, let's do the one that rips off the Chuck E. Cheese gimmick.
Not to know. Right?
Hug?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yes.
Do you think it's funny now?
Bring Nicolas Cage. Have him go beat the shit out of that motherfucker too.
You think it's funny now that DJ Quells is out of the closet that he's just playing gay dudes now? Like that I thought was kind of interesting that he's getting cast that way.
Was in the closet.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, no,
I don't keep track of actor sexuality, but that's just me.
Well, it was out there, but I sorry,
I did.
It's breaking news.
I only keep up with Doogie Howser's, what's going on.
NPH. Fuck yeah.
I'm glad I know it's a work from Harold and Kumar. So, but yeah, I'd rather talk about that than this. It had potential, and then it just didn't work. Like the kids are annoying.
Yeah.
Everything about it. I will say, I did get one thing from this, and I had to stop, pull up my phone, take a picture, because I don't know what the fuck this is, but I've already put it to use. So this was an actual subtitle from the film. What the fuck? I was like, hold the fuck on. I gotta get, yeah. So I did pop for Nearby Pumpkin Sound.
New shirt coming soon.
That's not a bad idea, Pugs. All right.
All right, Dan.
All right.
5 stars from Dan. Let's go.
So I'm just gonna say I'm a little bit surprised. I figured this was gonna be one that everybody liked, and you know what? I'm just gonna say it delivered for me. I see what you're saying as far as
you're
like,
in a good mood. You're in the holiday spirit. This is.
Are you working this right now, Dan? Because this.
No, I think
I am
he's
not
just
working
in the
you.
middle of October, and it's everything's okay.
I think that
I'm sorry that I have fun with movies that aren't elevated horror, and you guys again.
I was about to
motherfucker.
I've already done it once. I will do it again.
I'm not working you. I like the movie.
Okay.
Now it's not a perfect movie, but it from the very beginning, I was promised a killer pumpkin, a literal, not a pumpkin mask, killer pumpkin, slaughtering people, and it gives me that from beginning to end. It gives me the Halloween feels from beginning to end. I will say this, it takes place in 1993, and I thought a lot of the kids were more modern.
Those
I don't think
were
it
not
even,
93 kids.
They were not, and I felt like
Yeah,
it didn't even have to take place in 1993.
Now you're making me hate it more, Dan, reminding me this. You're just making me more angry.
I had fun. Great gore, great kills. I thought DJ Qualls was funny, as always. Chris Elliott pops up. Of course, he's always a good time. It's not some masterpiece. I'm not trying to put it over. It's not going to be in my top 10, but I had fun. It was a fun, goofy movie.
Though. It's a killer fucking pumpkin on Halloween. I want it in my top 10. No. I'm talking about like I want it in my top 10. That's annoying.
I was
sure. Well,
fucking this shit was boring the shit out of me. I was like, I had the perfect recipe. I was in a good mood. I just watched Venom 2, I think, and I was like, all right.
Lit a pumpkin candle for the aroma.
There's people that like the first 2 Venom movies that are shitting on this, so I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts at some point. But no, I mean, it's ridiculous. But I thought the lead actress, whose name's escaping me at the moment, I thought she was good. Nobody was like bugging me to an extreme. I thought. Which we will get to later, but I don't know. This one delivers exactly what it promises. You got the stoned kid from Stranger Things. Thought he was funny enough, and we get to see a pumpkin do a lot of ridiculous things. But it's fun. I don't know. I'm shocked. I was not expecting to be the only person that had fun with this.
This is how it is, Dan. When we watch a movie from a certain producer and we all are able to have fun with it, then we look at you like, this is
I'm glad Dan's here. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I thought the gore would do it for Kruger, and I thought just the ridiculousness of it would do it for you, Todd. And Pugs, I never know with you, but
pretty predictable, I think.
I think so too.
You got a few that are question marks.
Yeah. So, Kruger, what are you going to give this one?
I was tossed up between a 2.5 and a 2. I think I'm going to stick with a 2 for now, but I'll check it out next year and see maybe if I turn around on it.
I take my jack-o'-lantern seriously, so this is a 1 out of 5 for me.
Damn.
I was a 1 on this one, but Dan went and fucking reminded me. I will not let those piece of shit kids disrespectfully represent the glorious year of 1993, with all them pussy bitch made motherfuckers. 1 big hole for that motherfucker. 0 for that bitch.
Wow. All right.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what? 3.5. I'm sorry. I can have fun with silly movies.
Let it go, Todd. He's
I know
it's not gonna be like this the rest of the year. So fuck
he's
it.
getting me close to have to censor myself. I just have to stop. Yeah,
Todd,
right.
you're on the 90s. No 3-letter words, please.
PC kids in the 90s. Right.
I gave you that one. They felt
was
more like
fucking
modern kids.
Short bus.
All right.
All
right. Let's channel the energy because I think the next review might be. I have no fucking clue with this next one.
Well, let me see what it is. What do we get?
Rumors.
Well, this is just me and you, Dan. So.
Oh, okay. Well, nonetheless, I am curious. So, all right. So, Rumors is a new film from directors, I should say, Guy Madden, Galen Johnson, and Evan Johnson. And in this film, the leaders of 7 wealthy democracies get lost in the woods while drafting a statement on a global crisis, facing danger as they attempt to find their way out. All
Sounds
right.
boring as shit.
I almost messaged you, Kruger, do not go see this, but then I was like, there's no way Kruger's going to go see this.
Kruger was barely able to fucking muster his strength to go the fucking smile too. So
I'm not going to tip my hat on what I thought, but I think you would rather go through that barbed wire again. Most likely.
Dude, my knee is so fucked.
I still think you take the bum knee over watching this, but all right. So the first thing I'll say about Rumors, this is definitely not a movie with broad appeal. It's an absurdist.
It's not for women.
I don't know. Maybe women would like it. But it's
old school.
It's an absurdist comedy. It has horror elements, but they're not really a threat. It's not that kind of movie. Go into this thinking absurdist comedy first, because I think that's what it essentially is. But go ahead.
I was gonna say I did finally find out what Dan would be doing if he was a zombie. So good to see, Dan. You found something to do in the afterlife.
You can't spoil this movie, so I am going to just say
okay.
There are masturbating zombies in the movie.
That's what Dan was.
Never thought I'd see Cate Blanchett in a movie with masturbating zombies. Although I guess they're really more mummies. But yeah,
they're undead. Yeah, we can get in a whole mummy zombie argument, but technically, if mummy's back alive, undead, it's a zombie.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
They think they use the term undead, if that's the case. That's fascinating.
I believe to be a mummy, they need to be wrapped. So there is that.
Yeah, so it's got a couple things going.
Are wrapped and preserved.
So basically, this movie, go in thinking comedy. I don't think this is a film that is that difficult to understand. It's about just how ineffective the leadership at the top is. That's kind of essentially what this movie is all about. Basically, I love the idea of this movie. The problem is there's certain things introduced, like there's a love triangle. Roy Dupuis, I think is how you say his name. He's like dicking down Cate Blanchett and the other PM, and that, like, it's like I feel like this is leading to something, but they never really take it anywhere. I'm like,
so the sequel, facts.
They kind of meander a little bit too much. I mean, again, I think the message is pretty simple. It's like, these are useless motherfuckers. I think the final scene in this is fucking hilarious, but the movie as a whole really isn't. And it's no Doctor Strangelove. I'll put it that way. I think that's what it wants to be. And,
I had a good time with it. I thought it was weird just to be weird. It was fun. Charles Dance had me fucking dying.
Now I feel like you're working me now. I'm surprised.
I'm not.
Okay.
I figured you would really enjoy this too. It's just absurdist.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
All right. Well, I see. I thought you'd be strong on this. Yeah, it was a lot of what the fuck. There's it's not a spoiler. It's on the fucking poster. There's a giant fucking brain. It's just not something you'd like see in it's a lot of stuff that.
Did you watch this enhanced?
I watched it in the theaters, Dan.
Well, you could have been enhanced.
Yeah,
but okay.
You don't Todd doesn't do that in Drive. I don't
edible and drive. That's yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I can't control it. I don't know how hard it's gonna hit. You've had my edibles. I ain't fucking around.
I'd like to place another order, sir.
I felt like they could have done more. I mean, if you've seen Guy Madden's movies, a lot of them are kind of genre adjacent. They're all weird. I love the look of the movie. It's just like, I don't know. It's a simple message, and I think you could have at least done some more interesting character stuff surrounding that message. But hey, it's got masturbating zombies, so that part was pretty funny and what the fuck. But they needed more gags, I think, in this. I think if you're a hardcore political junkie, you might pick up on a couple other jokes, but I laughed like 3 or 4 times where it was like an actual like this is cracking me up. The rest of it was kind of like, I get what they're doing, but we're kind of just limping along here with this story. But yeah, I mean, Charles Dance is great. Cate Blanchett's fantastic. The entire cast is great, and it is funny just seeing the Canadian Prime Minister just slinging dick and the whole time. But yeah, Cate Blanchett masturbating zombies. I guess you kind of have to.
Hey, don't forget, there's a catfishing robot. I guess I'll say that's pretending to be.
I don't want to spoil that one. Yeah, I don't want to spoil that one, but that was actually pretty.
Wait, how is it any worse than the masturbating zombies, Dan?
Because there's no story to spoil in this. But
that's what but then
that's fine. I get it. That one, when they go back to it later, that actually made me laugh. It's like, you need to talk more seductive to it.
That's not. See, Pugs is already getting sold on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, Pugs, wait for VOD.
I'll wait for Max or something. I'm not paying.
It'll be a fun enhanced watch.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be. It's a cult film. I wanted to like it more than I did, but I got a couple really good laughs. So there's that.
So what do you rate it then, Dan?
I'm 2.5 stars on this.
No, I'm a 3.5. I had a good time with it. I would watch it again, and I would like to hear Pug's thoughts on it when he gets to it. So,
okay,
Kruger, you would actually be mad at us if you had to watch it. So
no, Kruger's, you're not going. It's so
Zombies asking where to see it. It is currently in theaters, and we don't know when it hits VOD.
Come on, Zombie! I'm trying to make it easier. It's on the screen.
It does say it right below the poster, yes.
God damn it!
Your balls, Zombie.
Yes. We made these improvements.
And also, Darren's asking if we're going to watch that Zodiac doc on Netflix.
Oh,
I'm assuming we are.
I'm probably going to watch it tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I'll do it tonight, but yeah, I love the Zodiac.
Yeah, look for it early next month if we talk about it. I don't think we're getting that in before the season.
We're getting towards, but then we got our election show and franchise shows.
We're
doing an election show. Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, election night.
Yeah.
Who else are you gonna go to?
We'll talk when we're done, Kruger.
Kruger will not be participating.
Kruger's like, I got 2 weeks off.
Well, we're not covering the election, really, but
yeah, we're gonna cover some election horror. Resident Evil.
And in between, we're gonna watch some Brothers of Destruction matches. It's cool.
I mean, I'm in for that.
Yeah.
Fair and balanced. We gotta have some Batista matches too.
Cool.
Batista versus Undertaker matches.
There we go.
There's a few of those.
All right. Randy one, and that's how we decided the next. We'll spin the wheel for which match, and then we'll find out who wins.
Skinny Jeans Batista taking on the American Badass.
Steve, you're full of shit. Straight edge my ass, motherfucker. Don't make me fucking expose you.
Earlier in the show, he said I was too high, not paying attention, so he exposed himself.
I am not coming over to watch Reagan, you son of a bitch.
I also said he admitted he was 12 too at some point in the chat. I noticed that.
He's definitely not 12.
Ben Grimm just gave a whoop whoop to somebody.
Oh,
really? He did? Okay.
I did hear that. So yes, so we'll be having all the fun on that. I apparently Kruger will be not voting with us.
Jeff, hook us up
I'm
with
not
some
voting
Fago
in
that
general.
day.
Like, fuck that shit.
Don't blame Kruger. He voted for Kanye.
I did back in the day.
I remember being so mad I couldn't vote for Rob Black for mayor because I was in Orange County instead of LA County.
I wasn't old enough, Ross. I would. Yeah, you would have had my vote. No,
You'd laugh, and you're not obviously allowed to have your phone out, but there was some local thing that I had no idea. I didn't know anything about either person, so I wrote in Terry Funk.
rest in peace, asshole. Although the country and whatever he's in charge of would have been in a better place had he been in charge.
All right, so on to a non-political movie. We've got another.
You guys rate that?
We
I remember
did,
you rating the movie
2.5 and 3.5.
Oh, okay, that's right. My bad.
Yes. All right. So our next one, also from the Huluween lineup, Mr. Crocket, which is also based off of the help me again, Bite-Sized Horrors short film that came out. Was it 2 years ago?
Well, no, they've done multiple seasons. This one was from season 4, I believe.
Okay.
I don't remember the last year they did it. I just know this one was season 4. So
I think they've done it every year other than this year.
Okay, so there you go. And
right.
I do. I'm going to ask this as real quick before you do it. Did everyone see the short before, or I know Pugs didn't?
I
watched
can't
it
remember
after.
it.
Okay, Dan.
I did. I didn't rewatch it, so memories.
All right, because I actually rewatched it right before because I didn't remember it, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have. But
that's what I would have suggested. But
yeah, but.
All right, so this one is from director Brandon Espy, and in Mr. Crocket, a mother embarks on a perilous quest to rescue her son from a demonic children's show host who is kidnapping kids. And this is, I mean, Mr. Rogers, but really kind of based off of, I would say, that Picture Pages show that Bill Cosby did back in the day in the late 80s, early 90s. With the magic marker.
Because they're black? Okay.
He had a fucking marker. It's not because he's black. It's based off.
Because he's black. Shut up.
It's because he's black. Yeah.
They could have been ripping off the purple crayon.
I don't know. All right.
And I said purple with the P, by the way, just so I don't get in trouble.
It wasn't literally about Cosby. He wasn't, encouraging.
I want that new movie, though. But anyway, continue.
Well, no, hot tag. Did everybody watch this one?
Did you say what it was about?
I did. That.
Yeah, I don't know.
For me, I was expecting a little bit more out of it, but I will say it does have some cool practical effects. I like the puppets. It kind of almost. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that YouTube series, "Hug Me, I'm Scared" or whatever the fuck. Do you know what I'm talking about, Pugs?
No.
There's this really weird puppet show that came out. I think maybe early 2010s, and it basically was very similar. It seemed like a kid's show, and then it turned very, very dark and very gross. It reminded me of that, but I was also very bored in this movie. I didn't I wasn't gripped through the whole thing, but I did like Mr. Crocket. I thought he was a good villain. But just in general, I was expecting a little bit more. Somebody said that this was Mr. Rogers meets Nightmare on Elm Street. Probably not the fucking best thing to tell me before I watched it because I was expecting a lot more out of it. But I will say good practical effects. It wasn't terrible. It just kind of reminded me of a mid fucking Into the Dark episode.
Okay.
Well, for me, I went in with zero expectations, not even realizing it was from the short until I read it on the screen. I wasn't expecting anything. I was like, oh, great. This looks weird. What are we in for? The fact that they touch on The Fiend for me, this close to his passing, I legitimately think this movie's fucking cool. I think they could have done a little more. However, the slight spoilers. There's a Pee-wee's house thing that happens. I'm like, this is the shit. Let's do more of this. When Mr. Crocket gets mad and mean, I'll be goddamn if he look like fucking Ike Turner every now and again. Like, holy shit, you are not to be fucked with. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. And there was also like a part of my brain where I thought the Mr. Crocket was gonna kidnap the black fathers, and like that's a whole cool aspect of a killer.
You're trying to find a reason.
I think that's a cool idea. I may write some shit down later, but this caught me off guard. I love the fact that it just reminded me of the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and like I think that's what we were going for. Cool gore. I do wish we had some more slasher home video. The effects were perfect in this. Yeah, a couch came to life. I'll spoil that. I fucking loved it. I thought it was very cool. I want more of these. Christy, the slasher dude, is it found footage?
No.
I loved it. I eat the black family, all the families, all the kids, everybody in here. I thought they did a serviceable job to get the idea across. Now let's get the movie that I have in my brain. Let's go a little harder. That'd be fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised with this movie.
Okay.
Slasher Home Video says Mr. Crocket was in Carve 2. I did not know this though.
The actor, not the character.
Yeah. Elvis Nolasco was, yeah. All right, Todd, you want to go or you want me to go?
Go for it.
All right. So the first thing I'll say on that topic, Elvis Nolasco is fantastic as Mr. Crocket. You could tell he was probably having a fucking blast making this. So I could actually feel the Terrifier influence, even though this is not gory.
Terrifier?
Yes, exactly. It's not gory like Terrifier, but it's a hell of a lot gorier than I feel this one would have been. This one almost feels like a Bloom movie if it were competent. Like it is actually fun.
I do get it into the dark feel. So I get that when Kruger said that.
Back when they could still make something entertaining.
Yeah, back before he made a stupid comment, then we got Black Christmas.
I had a lot of fun with this one. It's not perfect. Like there's some script stuff, some exposition dumps that they could have improved upon a little bit. But I love the character of Mr. Crocket. And again, Elvis Nolasco, he's fantastic actor. I like this a lot better than Five Nights at Freddy's, which is, kind of similar in a way. I thought the gore was excellent, even though they could have lingered on some of it a little bit more. The first big gore bit, I was like, oh, holy shit. No, that is kind of Terrifier. Like that was more than I was expecting. I really was kind of thinking this was going to be more PG-13 level horror. Yeah. And it's not at all. There's the scene where he guts the one guy and he just starts shoving random stuff in the wound. That was also very Terrifier. I think it's probably a sign that we're going to get more extreme gore, even in movies like this, that you wouldn't expect it. Now, unfortunately, I have one big complaint with this movie, even though I obviously liked it. That kid was fucking annoying. Holy shit. I did not care what happened to him. He was a little asshole.
Fuck that kid.
I did not believe that he was even a 90s kid. I'm not saying 90s kid couldn't be annoying. That felt like a modern day, like, little bastard. Nothing with the actor. The actor's fine, but just the way the character was. Oh my God. I was just like,
oh, now you have a problem with that fucking bullshit.
I do in this one. Yes, sir, I do.
Believe it. The other one got a 0. God damn it.
Sorry. But yeah, no, I mean, other than that, and it doesn't kill the movie or anything. It's just I had no empathy for the kid. It's like
you ended up being on the mom's side when she finally had enough. Like, yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, maybe that's an age thing, but like I did not sympathize with this kid at all. But aside from that, like, yeah,
which is funny. I've seen the way you talk to. Never mind.
Yeah,
it's a blast. It's a blast. I had fun with it. And I'd like to see more. Quite frankly, yeah. I'm thinking we are going to get more from this. So,
I hope so.
Yeah, the new Freddy Krueger, he might be. We're not getting one of those.
All right, Dan. I fucking you deserve to get
now it's
stabbed
getting
for
a
that
0
one.
too, you dumb fuck.
I'm not saying he is Freddy Krueger. I'm just saying he could step into that role right now.
No, he could not.
Okay.
That mixed with fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse, man. I feel it. JG Michael with my fucking favorite joke. Mr. Crocket 2, Electric Boogaloo. Any sequel is Electric Boogaloo.
he kills people while
I
breaking.
said that in the
Yeah,
Joker.
well, maybe Mr. Crocket too. Mr. Crocket can prolapse Dan's asshole because fucking
Real life in the documentary.
that blasphemy fucking that he just said really pissed me off.
I'm not saying it's like literally that, but it's a character that is in the vein of Freddy Krueger. Minus, some of that darker shit. But yeah.
Oh my god, if he fucking did
if he was fucking killing the kids and
like that too, though.
And maybe something else.
How would you feel if Robert
okay?
How would you feel if Robert Englund popped up at the end of it and then just like cut his head off?
Slasher home video with
same universe.
With the fucking the great sentence here.
There you go.
It'll never Slasher home video. It'll never be Freddy for us, but it might be for the youth someday. That's always what I'm trying to say about something. Like, that feels like it should be.
Well, in my opinion, if this is Freddy for those youth, they're pussies.
They are.
Yeah, but that's already a known fact. So.
Okay.
So shall you rate this?
Let's rate it.
Number of the day, like Sesame Street and shit.
How many K's you giving it, Dan?
I could go higher if it weren't for the kid, but I'm at 3.
3 K's. Okay.
I love how Dan doesn't listen to me half the time because it pays off once in a while.
I heard it at the end, but the 3 is what it was. So
we got it. 3 K's from Jen.
3 stars. Thanks.
I'm a 2.5.
All right. Almost.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be lower.
I would like to go higher, but I'm legit. Like 4 out of 5. I thought this was fucking cool.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'm a 3.5. So I did really like it. But there are, it wasn't so disrespectful to the 90s like the last one. Because kids were shitheads back in the 90s. And you gotta
they were, but different kind of shitheads.
Yeah.
That's a longer discussion.
Yeah, I know. I've seen when they grow up. So
the fuck is that supposed to mean, you son of a bitch?
You were born in the 90s. You don't count.
I've never seen you. Well, maybe you're right. It is the white meat. Never mind. Let's move on.
Oh, maybe not. Now I don't know what you're talking about.
No idea. All right. So
I don't want to call Dan out on there. And I'm just,
moving on to our main event of the evening, highly anticipated sequel, Smile 2 from director Parker Finn. And in this film, about to embark on a world tour, global pop sensation Sky Riley begins experiencing increasingly terrifying and inexplicable events. Overwhelmed by the escalating horrors of the pressures of fame, Sky is forced to face her past. All right, so Smile 2, anybody want to go first?
Well, I'm fresh from
go for it.
Man, kind of surprised me. I don't necessarily think it's like as gory as everybody's making it out to be, but I really like the story. I really like the main character, and I really liked where they went with it. And when you find out why the Smile Demon is chasing this character at the end of the film, it all makes sense. And like, it really just had me go, oh shit, like, wow. I wasn't expecting that. I just thought, this was just a random person we were following, but it all kind of makes sense in the end. The kills are good. The gore sequences are good. Yeah, I had a great time with it. I think it's just as good as the first film, if not maybe a little bit better, just because the acting and the story, I think, was just more compelling than what we got in the first film. Even though the first film is not bad at all, I really do enjoy it. This one, I think, was a little bit better, and yeah, I highly recommend it. Some definitely creepy scenes, good kills. I really have no complaints. All
right. Well, I know Pugs doesn't like the first one. I'll go first on this one. I do enjoy the first one, and that has a lot to do with Kyle Gallner. Is that right?
Kyle Gallner, yes.
Okay, I want to say okay.
Having a good year with Strange Darling too.
And The Passenger.
Is. So, like the trailers for this, I had like zero interest. They all annoyed me, particularly because any sequel should be focusing on someone else. And I'm trying not to spoil anything. So I was already kind of like going like just seeing the trailers and going in. So I got there. I actually enjoyed it. I think the fact that I had such low expectations and it surprised me with something good. And it kind of and I'll be honest, the reason I was not looking forward to because we just suffered through fucking Trap. And I was like, we got another one of these fucking stupid concert movies.
Yeah, but it didn't like.
I get it, but you get where I'm coming from. I'm talking about just from the trailers at this point.
Yeah.
Before seeing it.
Vanity Project.
Yeah, I had zero interest in it, like at all. Like even up to like, but like I said, it worked for it because I ended up. I thought it was a pretty entertaining picture. I mean, not perfect, but yeah, I have no complaints. It was a good picture for Halloween. So
yeah. And I just in general, like I kind of dig that Smile is like almost like the new Final Destination.
Even though they all ripped it off from the man, the Blum himself.
Yes.
Truth or Dare. Just saying.
They did.
Sure.
I know.
I can tell Bugs loves it.
I know. Go ahead, Bugs.
I didn't see it.
No,
well, never mind then.
You didn't see Truth or Dare?
No, Truth or Dare? Yeah, I like that movie. I thought you meant Smile 2. I didn't see Smile 2.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I forgot you. That's right.
Well,
you did. Well, last I heard you were going. Okay. So
I was going to try if I could find the time. It wasn't worth the effort.
She didn't have bangs, Bugs. You're good.
She has still short hair. I'm good. She's not Florence Pugh.
Did you see her movie this week instead, at least?
I did not.
It's all right. I didn't either.
That's the one with Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to go see that ASAP. 16. Dan, you need to go too.
Oh, well, you have me on that. Generally, I don't like these fart huffing indie movies that you guys go to. I'm a little less refined, but I might make an exception.
But you are the definition of fart huffer. So I don't know. What you're talking
about. Dude, you sniff your farts all day.
All right. Smile 2, which is not an indie movie. All right, so
Naomi, fart huffers?
Might be. Naomi Scott is fantastic. Like I said, I knew her from the live action Aladdin movie. Didn't even fucking know that was her until right before I saw it. Dude, like the blonde hair, it's like she's a different person. The blonde short hair. I was like, what the fuck? That's because I was looking her up and I haven't seen a ton with her. And I was like, Jesus, like she looks like a different human being. Beautiful, talented. Luckily, this isn't just some showcase for her pop skills, like the
like fucking Travis.
No, nothing like that. I did get to see it in Dolby, which I kind of recommend with this one.
Grimm. She was also the Pink Ranger in the new Power Rangers movie. That didn't get a fair shake. That shit was good.
See,
I also in another movie that didn't get a fair shake. She was also in the new Charlie's Angels.
I think that guys. I didn't. I did buy a funny. I don't know what kind. Like it just randomly showed up at Dollar Tree, and I if I could grab it, I would. It's a funny cover art for it, but anyways, I don't know that Smile really needed a sequel. You could still kind of argue that, but I was really drawn in specifically by Naomi Scott. I think there's some surprisingly really cool gore. A finale that kind of almost reminded me of another movie that I'm not going to talk about because it might give you spoilers, but I enjoyed her journey, and it was surprisingly R-rated too. There was the hospital scene that I was like, oh fuck, okay, we're going here. It doesn't do anything terribly different, and where I think they might be leading with a third film, which I'm sure we're going to get, I'm like, I don't think I want to see anymore, like, because now I'm kind of just seeing this really becoming generic. But up to this point, I really dug it. I know I'm dancing around some things, but I like that this wasn't just about just some everyman this time. That this was somebody super famous who obviously is going to have to handle all this a little bit differently.
Well, and what I liked about that is it made sense. It made sense why she was targeted.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Was it like the Britney Spears moment where she goes crazy and shaves her head?
She's got a lot of crazy moments in this one.
She's pretty nuts.
So maybe Britney was dealing with some shit. Okay.
Oh, if you cast
I think it was the It Follows was chasing her.
Oh man, if you had cast her, it would be shitty in a glorious way.
But sorry, Dan, she's too old for the part, though. Dan, Britney Spears is too old to play a pop star.
Well,
you're gonna cast Madonna in the next one, then, Dan?
You know what? Me and Army Hammer, since he's not busy, we're gonna start a boy band, and I'm gonna show you it's never too old. You're never too old to follow your dreams, Todd.
Yeah, ask that to Joey Fatone.
Well, Joey and I have some things in common.
Yes, you'll be the fat one too.
The other things, actually, but I think I told you.
Did anyone else? Okay, maybe Kruger. Did anyone else get fatbacks, flashbacks in the car scenes? It's like, fuck, I've had a dumb bitch do that before. Oh, can I say
that? I'm not sure what it is, but yeah.
Like start smacking you. That's not it. Yeah, start.
No, I'm talking about the yank at the wheel shit.
Yeah, no, I've been there.
I figured you'd have those drunken car arguments are not fun. We were there at the time, but not looking back.
Yeah, you don't want to yank my wheel. I'll fucking lean in. Like, no, we're dying then.
Yeah, Todd, they're gonna start looking for the body. All right, so like, let's not talk about it.
I didn't say I yanked it. Okay, maybe once, but anyway. Sorry. Back to technically that was movie related. I just wanted to see if anyone else shared my trauma watching that scene.
I thought this one was pretty tense for the most part. It flew by in a breeze. I think the character's, what was his name? Warren, the older guy. He's in the trailer, that tries to give assistance at some point. I'd be kind of curious because it's a little interpretive, what might be going on with him, but I dug it. I don't want to see more though.
I do.
More. The fact that we got something like what, it's funny, rewatching the first one, I didn't like it as much also going into this. Like,
see, I turned around a little bit more on the first one. I watched the first one right before I watched this, and like I felt like I was a little underwhelmed, but like rewatching it, I was like, damn, like solid. It really I think that the thing that these movies have going for it is it makes you really feel for the main character with what they're going through. And in the first one, like, it's a trauma with her mom and all that shit. And in this one, it's, drug addiction and, substance abuse. So, I don't know. Like, I think it's a little bit more elevated than your typical, Final Destination Ring ripoff because the main characters are so strong. And I think the main character in this one was even stronger than the first.
I agree with that.
I think it was the naked guy, which I did want to ask you about, Todd. Okay. How hard were you popping at that scene? Because I thought that was just hilarious. The naked guy that was in the apartment?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
When they zoom in on his shit stained underwear on the floor, like, oh, that was so effective. It's not supposed to be funny, but
but yeah, I still like the first one. Back to what I was saying with that, it's just I think it. When I first saw it, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Now I really like it. But I also think the first time I saw it was when I was in vacation in Indiana. And it was the first movie I got to see in an actual theater in like 2 weeks. So it was like a big. So that I was really into it. So I still really enjoy the first one. I do think now I do prefer this one, but I get what Dan means. Like, do I need another smile? No, I didn't need the first one either, or the second one. But I will take more.
I'm interested to see where this one left us. I'm interested to see where they're going to go from it,
I think it'll be too big. You know what I mean? Without getting into
and and honestly it could just pivot and go to the other guy's story too.
Yeah, it could be like a prequel.
Yeah, or side story even.
Yeah,
that's what I'm kind of thinking.
So but I'm missing because I kind of wanted what would have been Smile 1.5. And I think we missed that, but I also get why it's probably harder to pull off now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to be spoiler, guys, but I don't think the reason why is worthy of a spoiler section.
I will say the demon reveal scene is pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, both of them they're both different, and they both really are. Yeah, cool looking shit in these. Cool designs.
Familiar ground, obviously, with the story, but the pivot to pop star versus the first film, I think, helped it a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's totally like a different world. And like I said, the first one very much deals with like mental health and like shit going on. This one deals with substance abuse. Okay. So maybe the next one's going to deal with schizophrenia. Who knows?
Or maybe it'll deal with she gives it to Diddy, and that's
fuck yeah.
or what if it's a child?
That's why I said Diddy. All of a sudden, all the children are smiling at him.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm in for that.
All right, let's rate this bitch.
Let's rate it. All right.
I'm a 3.5 out of 5, and that's about what I have on Smile, the first one. So, but I think I definitely do prefer this one.
I am a 4 out of 5 on this one. I do, and I think the first one would probably be close, but this one gets the slight advantage for me.
3.5 out of 5. I had a lot of fun with this, and it was actually worth seeing in Dolby too. I don't usually bother.
Oh, so not only is Dan is saying this is worth seeing in theaters, this is worth your extra dollars to see it in Dolby.
It is worth it to see it in Dolby. Yes.
I mean, the sound design is very good.
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna talk against seeing something in Dolby unless
it doesn't cost you any extra with an AMC A-list either. So,
well,
there you go.
For people who don't do that, it is a little extra.
So subjective, perspective, collective, Terrifier 3 for sure over Smile 2, but that's just me.
Yeah, they're totally different movies. Though,
I haven't seen it, but I co-sign what Kruger said. Okay, cool. The concert scene, Ben Grimm says looked really good. It sounded really good too.
Yeah. That one was definitely a good. What is coming out next week? There's something that's getting shafted on Dolby because of some other movie.
Heretic?
I don't know.
Heretic is November 7th. Other than that, Alamo thing.
Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, I know. I'm like, fuck. This week, I don't know if I'm gonna do 3. There's like an hour gap between my second movie tomorrow and Long Legs. I could just go home.
Oh, is Long Legs tomorrow? Fuck.
It's tomorrow too.
Man, I'm so sick. There's no way I'm going to fucking see that shit.
I'm just gonna do Venom and the Your Monster probably. If I would have known that the Screen Unseen Monday was that, I'd do it. Ben Grimm asks IMAX or Dolby. Are you talking in general, or are you talking this movie particular? Because this movie particular only has Dolby, as far as I know.
Oh, I think it does have IMAX.
Does it?
Yeah,
I didn't see any at AMC, but if it wasn't shot for IMAX, so I'm going to say Dolby. I tend to go off the ratios to decide, or obviously if it's shot in IMAX, IMAX is the choice to see it in. Mm-hmm. If it's in IMAX 3D, that's the choice to see it in because Dolby's real stingy with the 3D. Okay, well then,
general.
Yeah. So, this is my general answer. So, in general, if it's in 3D, it's going to be IMAX 3D, or if it's shot in 3D. So, in general, Dolby soured me when they kept fucking playing movies in the wrong ratio. Like when I saw Northman, it's a 235 movie, so or 185 movie. So they should have squeezed it so there was some dead space on the right and left, but they just zoomed it in to the point the fucking subtitles were still in like the black under it. And I'm not going to get up in the middle of the movie to go bitch because I could still read the subtitles.
That would have been upsetting. Yeah.
So that could have also affected my rating.
I love The Northman.
But now I've seen they've gotten their shit together and gotten better. Although now Pugs went and ruined screen number 5 at Norwalk for me. Every time I go in, I see
they need to fix that shit, dude. There's no reason for the grid.
And then I noticed it in another one of the small theaters too. I can't remember the number, but fuck you, Theater 5. Yeah,
we gotta talk to the manager about that shit. Dan, go get your Karen hat on.
Oh.
So, am I the only one doing the movies tomorrow?
I don't think I'm seeing anything this week. I have to double check though. My theater here doesn't update as quick as yours, so I'm gonna give it a look.
No,
I'm doing Venom on Sunday.
I'm not doing that one.
Yeah, I'm away for Venom on VOD.
It's cool.
Yeah. Todd.
Yeah, we can still do that show we were talking about. We'll just make it. We'll do it this weekend.
Okay, cool.
I mean, unless you really want, do you want to have another Joker discussion there, Pugs? Dan, get.
I mean, I haven't even seen it yet. So
okay, okay. Right. I thought you did already. Yeah, wait, we'll save it for that other gimmick.
Patreon roundup this weekend. But
well, honestly, it hits digital next week. So if we wait a week,
there we go. Yeah, okay. Because I ain't paying my money to go see that shit. I ain't trying to see Arthur Fleck get butt fucked. Fucking.
I like the movie. That's all I'm going to say, and I think that will be a fun discussion. So stay tuned for that.
We got a few other things here.
But also some programming notes. We're going to have the Halloween Hat Band collection update this Friday night.
Dan goes and starts promoting. He starts promoting out of order. I got a whole schedule, but no.
Well, I didn't have the schedule in front of me. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just about.
Dan had to put himself over. It's okay.
No one else.
Fart huffing free on the Halloween Hat Band.
Well, tomorrow, before Dan has to get his shit in. What's tomorrow, Dan?
You don't know, do you, Todd?
No, I'm asking you. You're the
host, you son of a bitch.
So we moved some stuff around. So tomorrow, I believe, is Bolt Neck and Saturday Morning Mystery.
There you go, Dan. Okay.
There we go. Which I will say, that one is a funny ass show. Hopefully not edited. So you'll be in for a treat with that.
Dan doesn't want to edit it for
one
once.
thing that I think needed to be edited. I don't know if you.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we're good. Well, there you go. You get a naughty YouTube episode.
Maybe till it's after. It's not edited for now. And then Friday, Dan, you need to tell me what time, because I don't know. I just put 9:00 your time. I can tell me right now.
Well, I mean, shit. The chat. What are you guys thinking for Friday? You prefer something late night, a little earlier? I feel like a lot of people want the late stream, so I can go.
Give us your time preference and time zone so we can factor that in too, please.
Yeah, I'm Eastern time, so factor that.
Thanks, Dan.
We're talking to the fucking audience guy.
Well, it still has to fall tomorrow. It's got to be the one show a day gimmick. So
yeah, so the latest it can go is 11:00, which would be 7:00.
11:59. You just started.
Well, then I feel like I have to have another show up earlier in the day. This is late California time. Well, then it's tomorrow. Then it's a Saturday show.
I'm thinking
I can flip it. You know what?
I'm thinking 10 or 11. Probably 11, honestly, because people seem to like late ass streams.
Well, that's not late California time. That's early shit.
Yeah, it will go into the next day, but
but you know, we'll redo it. We'll talk off the. I don't want to figure it out now, because if we put the shows, we can make it late.
Yeah, that's true. We also have the Halloween watch along commercial show, which is always a lot of fun.
It's a Halloween party, Dan. Remember, we're doing more than just
the Flesh Wound Halloween party, where we will be watching Brothers of Destruction matches.
Everything's not completely like planned out yet, but we're Yeah, I just have to get to work, but I had to get through this show. And I'm waiting for IWA to come in.
We're also talking some Halloween smut with Haunted Hayride.
Okay, yeah, I was going to do that. Keep doing this.
Halloween horrors.
Yes, that will be this Saturday. Well, I don't know now. See now, check the schedule. I think we're booked up to Haunted Ween and Scary Movie this Sunday.
Yeah, Haunted Ween and Scary Movie 1991. So got a lot of Halloween.
Oh, not the other one. Okay, my bad.
Not the other one. No glory hole scene in this Halloween. But
do it again.
There we go.
Steve Allen, I just heard a guy on the radio say a 70s movie called Mark of the Devil is really scary.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I'd say really scary. It's good, but
yeah.
Never seen it.
Good shit.
I think you like the devil and all that stuff.
The devil one I like. I'm already yawning.
I think you gave it to me.
So yeah, no, check out Mark of the Devil. That is a must. Yeah. What else are you guys trying to get in time for Halloween? You got some yearly watches that you're still trying to knock out?
I haven't had my annual Halloween Kills watch yet, so there's that.
Are you wearing the shirt today like you said you were going to?
You know what? I actually didn't today because I was like, I'm saving it to the Halloween party.
Okay.
I made that decision today. I was like, is anyone even going to notice? Probably not.
I wouldn't have remembered until we started talking about your your shirt earlier. Shit, whatever. I'll stop talking.
Oh, and Halloween Havoc. I'm excited for Halloween Havoc.
Are we doing that day?
Fuck that shit.
Well, honestly, we're supposed to do that in IWA's one together because we have to wait on IWA.
That
obviously, I don't know when yet.
Well, we still don't have it, so
it's supposed to be there Friday.
That's yes.
Yeah, so might as well. So we'll talk some wrestling too.
JG Michael, is Todd a Halloween Ends fan? Watch our show and figure out, or we can just give it away.
No, don't fucking bring it in frame, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, /home video says hashtag Team Corey. There's a lot.
There's gonna be a Patreon exclusive
growing
shoving that up Todd's ass next time I'm over there.
Telling you, and I said this too. I always like the weird ones. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is.
And
this is a weird.
Ain't no Friday the 13th part 5. All right.
Looking at right now street too. I always like the ones that are like just abandoned.
This is a weird show. Kruger's threatening violence against Todd. I'm the only one that likes the goofy Killer Pumpkin movie.
Because it wasn't goofy enough.
Yeah, I mean, I threatened violence against you too. So
you did. You spread the hate around more than
that's like just normal.
Yeah.
Bugs is usually the only one that's safe.
You've threatened me before. Not as often as these guys.
I've been getting it more lately. I didn't even talk shit on Terrifier. God damn it! I had one critique.
But yeah, no, actually, we're still, even November is kicking off strong because I think that election show will be a lot of fun and the franchise.
JG Michael, I can get that. Halloween fanboys hate. My favorite Halloween sequel is 5: Revenge of Michael Myers.
I'm 6 is my overall favorite, and
Halloween 2 is mine.
So
I can respect that.
Yeah,
Kills and Ends, no, but I can respect.
Kills
that.
Is fine. It's Ends I can't get behind.
I mean, honestly, Halloween 3 may be my favorite out of the whole fucking franchise.
Well, that
took me years though. Like
that's like the ultimate Halloween movie.
It didn't take me many years. I watched it fucking twice, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, this movie's like the perfect Halloween movie."
I can tell you the first time I saw it, I got a tape. It was my dad's roommate, and it was like he put. You remember those like clamshell boxes that were just like brown?
Yeah.
It was, just like a brown, like a big Disney box, but it was just brown and
brown. Yeah, I know.
They used to use them at libraries a lot, but whatever. You had the tape in that.
Oh, holy shit! Memory unlocked.
On the side, he like had like little stick-on letters that spelled on Halloween. And he made like a little pumpkin on it too. So I remember I watched all 3 of them. And like, I loved, it was just so different. Like I remember falling in love with that night because I'd already seen Halloween at that point and the TV version of Halloween 2. So it was my first time seeing 2 uncut. And then I got to see 3 and I fell in love with it.
Oh, dude. Speaking of Rob Zombie's Halloween, fucking let me tell you something. Fucking when I was in the hotel room, so I was rooming with Larry Legend and Jimmy Controversy and Hardcore Hillbilly. Fucking son of a bitch. AMC had a Rob Zombie marathon on fucking the first night. So fucking I literally got to watch Devil's Rejects, fucking Halloween, Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell, and Halloween. And then I think they started playing like fucking Ghoulies after. It was rad as shit.
I have to ask the question: were they the TV cuts?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to see the TV cut of Devil's Rejects.
But there was titties in 3 from Hell, so I don't know.
Yeah, newer TV cuts.
Yeah, like they were straight up showing tits.
I know IFC does. I don't remember. Yeah,
and then night the last night, it's me, Masada, Sakuda, and Larry Legend in the room, and we're all getting drunk watching the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Fucking
that's badass.
Literally, like, couldn't have asked for a fucking better cap off to the night.
At least it wasn't part 2. The towel scene would have been awkward.
Masada ain't doing that shit. Nah, not in this room.
I know what he would have been
especially if Body's in there.
Well, the Body wasn't. He broke his foot the first night, so he went to the hospital.
Pretending to be a banana. His homage to Code Red.
Dude, I think Jeff Hart shot on him. That's why he broke his fucking foot.
That's what the word is going around. Publicly stated, so I'm not breaking Kate. Oh yeah, did I want to bust some exclusive news here that I was going to do at the top of the show?
Speaking of which, we need to.
I didn't pimp it. It's up to you.
Speaking of which, we need to get Larry Legend and York Terry on the show. They're both major fucking horror fans.
I want to just picture that Hardcore Hillbilly like ordered a bunch of porno on the pay-per-view and Larry got stuck with the bill and there was like a big brawl in the
Speaking of ordering stuff, I'm gonna give you guys a scoop. This is a legit scoop too. So don't snitch on me. All right. This Friday, synopsfilms.com. A certain film will be dropping at noon Eastern for sale. I don't know. Maybe I won't say what it is. I mean, you guys can figure it out.
Motherfucker, say it. Don't be a pussy.
I mean, I think everybody knows.
Yeah, everyone knows. But yeah, Trick or Treat will be on sale on the Synops website tomorrow at noon.
Trick or Treat or our
Trick or Treat, Sammy Kerr.
From the 80s, okay. Yes.
So I know that's a number one day one purchase for a lot of people. I know there's been speculation when it's going to go on sale. So tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. I assume that means they're shipping immediately. So someone might get it. I mean, if you're in Michigan, you'll probably get it for Halloween, but beyond that, I don't know. But be ready. I know noon. Get yours in first. So
buy a flight to Michigan. You can pick it up.
I probably, now I feel dumb. I shouldn't have told everyone, but I think you'll find out tomorrow anyway. So just act like you guys just found out.
Yeah,
there you go.
Don't say we said.
Hear from me. Tell them Dan told you.
And if you guys behave, we'll do it again when we know.
Right?
So don't fuck it up.
We got the scoops.
Snitches get no scoops. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Any more pimpage?
No, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm fucking sick. I feel like shit.
Ben said they said before Halloween they did, and it will be.
That ain't gonna matter, Todd.
What?
People are gonna be pissed.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't care. I'll watch it on November 3rd. I don't give a fuck. I typically extend my Halloween about a week extra because all the stuff I still want to watch that I didn't watch.
You know what November is for me?
What?
Kaiju month.
So is that when we return to the thing?
Dude, we should. I mean, fuck, dude. We are fucking up so bad. Godzilla -1. Fucking November 1st. Back in fucking theaters. I am
and
going.
Minus Color. Both of them are going. Yeah.
I'm fucking so sorry. I probably will go to both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Godzilla Oscar fucking movie. Man, that makes me so happy.
Saturday when Halloween night comes to mid. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. They can leave Christmas up all fucking month.
Dude, my Christmas decorations don't come down till my birthday in March.
GG Michael, I watch a lot of horror movies in winter just because it gets darker out earlier. Horror is better at night.
I agree. Every year, whenever it's the coldest day, I just open the windows and watch this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, every year. It's just like it's like, okay, it's cold enough. It's right.
Yeah, winter horror, I can start feeling a little, even though it's not that cold. I can.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm praying the God Terrifier gets a re-release for fucking Christmas.
I don't see why.
I think you think you're good. I think you're gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go again tomorrow.
Anyone still have the thought we're gonna get it on digital before Halloween?
Terrifier? No,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
fuck, I don't know.
I don't
it's
know.
Already now.
They charge more. Look at Beetlejuice. They're charging $30, $25.
I don't.
And it's doing well on both.
I think they're gonna try to make as much money as they can in the theaters.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad.
I mean, I would love it to be on.
Well, no, because
you know what I mean.
But I mean, people home on Halloween, if they have the option to order it for $30, I think people are going to break.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
not a bad business idea.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, obviously, I want to see it again.
The Substance comes out that week too, right?
Yes.
Dude. Damn, that's a good double feature right there.
Well, the amount of times I have just like played the Substance theme and just start strutting through a fucking goddamn grocery store is like.
Is that the next promo song?
Oh, it may be.
Dirk has an interesting question.
You want to get into that controversial topic?
Yeah. So,
do you all think the NA rating will be the new theater trend? No, I don't.
I think they're gonna fuck themselves with this.
Yeah,
I really I don't think this is where we're gonna disagree. Yeah, kids shouldn't be in there. It's supposed to be treated like a NC-17 film if it's unrated. And
then there's little ass kids in these Terrifier movies.
Like not only it's more than just them getting to see it. Like whatever. I don't want to see fucking it with a bunch of kids. Like,
no, it's annoying. Like I remember, like we were lucky.
I thought you were gonna fight me on this one.
No, because I remember we were lucky because we got to see Terrifier 2 like a month and a half fucking early. Yes. But when I went to my showing, there was little ass fucking kids that wouldn't shut the flying fuck up. And I wanted to fucking strangle the little sons of bitches when I fucking went and saw it theatrically. So.
Strangle him off screen.
God yeah. I think that's because I remember distinctively I couldn't see Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 because it was not rated. I couldn't go see, there was a couple Reanimator was another. There was the ones that got released they would not, that was the thing. It's treated like the hardest rating because they're obviously not taking the rating because they would get an NC-17 or then an X rating. So
JG, oh god,
yeah, Kid Sneaking. Yeah, they said the Wild Robot sales were up.
Well, JG Michael, Dan specifically, he had like I think what'd you say? There was like 6-year-olds in your fucking
6 to 7 max, I would say.
Yeah, and I had a couple of kids in mine too.
Well, here's the thing though. I don't know that we're in a different time, and if they're selling tickets. I think they're going to test it a little bit more before somebody might do something. It's weird because the MPAA always says like, well, we're not a censor. I mean,
they're not. You
can kind of do. I mean, they effectively are.
No one's talking about censoring it.
I don't think the MPAA has to be as important anymore.
Okay.
They're fighting to survive.
Well, no. See, here's where I disagree. The MPAA is for parents and for people to have a guide of what this movie is.
Yeah, but why pay to submit your movies? Like, if you don't want to now, you don't have to.
Then it gets treated like a NC-17 film.
Well, you can be not rated, and I mean, yes, obviously, Terrifier.
And I'm going to state this now. I think it's 100% difference having a limited engagement of something like a Saw unrated or even Terrifier 2 unrated.
Why is it different?
Because it's not like a wide theatrical release. Like Terrifier 2 is probably not the best example. But like,
well, I'm not arguing about like, yes, if you got a 6-year-old, that's a little like, if you're gonna show them something like that, do it at home. But I don't know. I feel like if you want to do it, go for it. Why does the theater have to give as much of a shit now?
You know what was my first rated R
because
movie?
then it's what was it?
Jeepers Creepers 2.
Sorry,
I was 6.
Yeah. No, I mean, and again,
did you get the weird feeling when they were pissing together, like I did in the shower scene in Nightmare 2?
What's going on here?
That was my first horror film in the theater. So I guess, yeah. Dad, why? This feels weird. What were you saying? I was going to comment back to.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think the theater is in the same position where they have to cave on it. I'm not arguing the morality.
No, okay, but I'm going to go back to the theater thing. Then they're going to be the ones held responsible, not the MPAA. See, that's where they're going to get issues from a parent at some point, and I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Oh, there's been some people bitching about it. I mean, hey, your kid. I'm not going to judge that. I don't have kids, so
See, and this is more for like, okay, if you're, hey, all of us here would have tried to sneak the fuck into this movie when we were.
Oh yeah, I snuck into Showgirls.
Yeah, and you know what? If you can sneak your ass into an NC-17 movie, that's on you, and that's your decision.
You've earned
not dragging your fucking 6-year-old to see something they're not ready for.
But again, that's also an opinion.
I'm just saying, my kids, if I ever have kids, like fucking, they're gonna be so fucked up. Like, I'm gonna just fucking show them Terrifier, like fucking right out of the fucking womb. Condition them young.
This is a Serbian film.
Antichrist. Here you go.
Normally you won't. I'm not even gonna fucking.
Hey, it's your 8th birthday. Let's watch Solo.
And you know what? And if you want to watch that at home, that's fine. I just don't want to hear fucking kids acting up.
I agree. If your kids can't fucking behave in the theater, then that doesn't matter what the rating is.
Which is a problem because the theaters can't even enforce their own fucking rules. Because did you know they're not allowed? You're not allowed to be under 17 in a rated R movie in an AMC after 8.
No, nobody
is that really a rule?
Yeah, it's literally on the plaque when you walk in, like at the register.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I didn't.
I don't think the employees even know that, dude.
If you work at AMC, look at your goddamn gimmick.
I don't know. I mean, this is kind of more of a complex issue. I'm usually though fuck.
I know. Here's my thing. I don't like the workaround. Like if you want to release it unrated, just release it as NC-17.
I don't know if that's a workaround though. Like I don't have to distribute.
To be fair, Terrifier 3 is NC-17 in a few countries.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying I don't have to submit my film in theory to the MPAA just to get into a theater. Well, now they've made it that they will crush you if you don't. And that's the thing. Like, I like the idea that it's like, fuck it. Why am I going through the MPAA?
Also, it's the MPA, Dan.
Oh, well, whatever.
They dropped the other A long ago.
It's
not of American.
It was still WWF for a few years.
You didn't get the F out?
Give me some
time. See, I don't know where these theaters are that they're supposed to treat an unrated film as an NC-17. That's what they're supposed to do. That's always been.
In general, at this point, most people just don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's just the reality.
I get that.
A lot of people do, though, Dan. Like, there's a lot of people that do.
Yeah, there's plenty.
In the theater, I don't like
the average movie watcher, not people that consume as much as we do. Like,
have you guys seen all the hate Terrifier 3 has been getting too? Like,
no.
The Twitter wars are amazing. It's fucking hilarious. They're like, how can you advocate for a movie that kills children?
Well, maybe if they should.
You don't fucking that.
Your mic cut out. It said nope.
It blew your mic out. Probably for the best.
There's probably words we shouldn't have been airing right there.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like this big political body that you must submit something to.
I understand, and that's why the X rating was always free.
Well, and they also Ben mentions this film is not yet. Oh, maybe he's talking something different. But that this film is not yet rated. Where it was, but I'm a Cheerleader with Natasha Lyonne, and it's like that movie was threatened with, I believe it was an NC. Just
they don't like
just
it.
that somebody was masturbating, and it wasn't graphic. It wasn't even really.
That wasn't. Oh yeah,
that was the one where it's kind of like, I mean, an adult would know what's going on, but that's one of the. I'm just saying. No, that's all I'm saying. I don't like the MPAA. I think
I don't agree. I don't disagree with what you're saying because they don't make a lot of sense. But to skirt them just to release this movie so anyone could see it, that's why the X rating was always free. Like you didn't.
But I don't answer to the. I shouldn't have to answer to the MPA. Why do I have to? I mean, that's just my argument. Again, not saying kids should be in Terrifier 3. I'm not saying that, but
I am. Take your fucking children.
School field trips. It's a
turn them non-pussified.
There you go. But
if they can handle Victoria finger fucking herself with a fucking piece of glass, they can handle life.
What I was gonna say was the MPA is weird because, like, even I don't know if this has changed yet, but it was even like a single gay kiss would automatically get you an R rating.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like,
Steve says the new Crow should be banned. Yes, it should.
Some of that stuff, God, if somebody gets a boner in the theater, my God.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Hey, it took me. I had to sit through beyond the credits after the substance. So
we're not going to mention Baby's Day Out.
Yeah, fucking Dan had his fucking splooge acting like her face at the end of the substance. Fucking.
All right, okay. We're not on Patreon.
Not on Patreon.
I can't let Dan do it. I can't let you either.
He's yelling at them. It's a weird show. We're in the Twilight Zone today. But yeah. I got to get set up for a really long hat, man. And
is this one
how many hours? Let's do the
I've never been 6. I've been like 4.5, but
that's fucking pretty close, motherfucker.
I don't know. I may not be as long. It'll depend on the chat. I'll try and go faster if the chat's
Dan, and hopefully I don't fall asleep.
This is true. Then you'll get dead air. I guess it'll go like 12. What is it? 12 hours? Is that when they kind of count you off?
No, it goes as long as you go. It only records 12 hours.
One of these days, we're gonna need to do a 24-hour stream.
We're gonna do 12.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have some marathons coming up.
You have to have some breaks. Like you got to get Ozzy in there for a couple hours to get paired.
First thing, Dan always wants to bring Ozzy into everything we do. You guys notice that?
He has a boner for him.
Well, he's got one show a week. He can pop in on the 24 hours.
Oh, man's talking shit on me too. Okay.
Well, now it's Dan said you ate shit, Ozzy. You and your hair. We all know you're just jealous, Dan.
No. Hairless, but that's okay. My hair was more luxurious.
Follically
no, it was not. We saw it
in the day.
Yeah, it was cool, dude.
Fuck you, Dad. So
I mean, he's not wrong.
I think that's all I pretty much have.
Good.
Unless you guys have anything to close with.
No, I do not.
No, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
All right. Good night, and stay elevated.
Nearby pumpkin.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'll see you in Disneyland.